looking at the community-determined models and the weaknesses there, and then secondly, the historically determined models and the weaknesses there, I advocate in my book a third model, which is what I call the self-authenticating model. And in essence, in that model, I try to address the fundamental problem the other models suffered from. And what I argued is those other models suffer from the main problem of trying to ground the authority of Canon in something outside the Canon. And of course, that raises an obvious problem, is that if the Canon is only authoritative because it meets some other external standard, then that other external standard now is standing in authority over the Canon. So how do we authenticate the Canon in such a way that we don't undermine its authority? That's really what the purpose of the self-authenticating model is. And what I argue in that model is that you have to authenticate the Canon by using the Canon. In other words, the Canon itself, God's Word in these 27 books, has to actually guide its own authentication. Now, I know that in our modern minds, we're so used to sort of an empiricist worldview that sounds odd to us. We think, well, golly, that's circular reasoning. You can't do that. But I point out in the book, and I've said this even earlier in the discussion, that when it comes to establishing ultimate authorities, a degree of what we might call epistemic circularity is inevitable. And what we mean by that is, if in fact something is an ultimate authority, you can't demonstrate it without using it.